Alrighty. This should be recording. Let's see. Alrighty, for those of you that are watching, this is Sweet Little Kupuru. We're going to be doing a Let's Play for you with Final Fantasy XIV. Now I'm going to be taking you through pretty much from the beginning of the game on. So any expansions, anything like that, I'll be covering them with the character. Now this is a brand new character, so I'm going to be starting out from level 1 and working my way all the way up to the max level, which is currently 50. As you can tell, I'm going to be making her a monk. Monks start off as a pugilist, but I'm going to later go ahead and make her into a monk. So she's in that right now. She is a race that's called the Lalafell. They're the shortest race in the game at the moment. This is her in her adorable little regular clothes that it's the default. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start up the game. Now I don't have a whole lot of time, so this is going to be kind of short, but we're going to go ahead and start up the game and just take it from there and see how this goes. So let's go ahead and begin. Uh-oh. Oh no, slow load. Okay, there it goes. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and begin and we're going to see how this goes.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
So that was the opening video that you'll see whenever you make a character. It changes for each character depending on what class you want to start out, and each one you'll appear in a different outfit. So, but the opening is the same. The opening is the same for every character, every race, just the outfit you appear in is going to be different based on what your selection is. Now sometimes you'll sit in a long load screen like this. Hopefully that won't happen to you. But if it does, just take your time. It's just getting through some issues. It's going to be loading up another part of the game as it goes through. So we're just going to give that some time as it loads. I'll probably be cutting out most of this, so you don't have to sit here for a long load screen. Alright, now I'm sure most of you can probably see what's on the screen, so I'm not going to bother reading it, but I am going to go slow so you can actually read it, or I might actually read it, I don't know. But alright, here we go. This one, I always have a hard time figuring out how in the world to talk with this guy, because he talks differently. Like, you see him in each of the openings, or someone that's similar to him. Now, this is just like the beginning of the game. Like, you haven't even gotten to the city yet. You haven't gotten to anything yet, so. You haven't even accepted any quests yet. This is still just the opening section. You see the chocobos. This is a wagon of its time. With chocobos and everything. And oh, what's happening here? You there, halt. Oh, I don't like these guys. You find out later, but I've played this. I have a few high-level characters as it is. And a few of those videos, you know, me recording those characters might be up on the YouTube page, but that'll take some time. Oh, that sounds like a gold seller that we just heard chime up. You can't see the chat screen; it'll be on the lower left. But there's some people that believe that they need to, some scam artists, like we call them gold sellers or gill sellers. So, but the chat won't appear unless I hit the enter. So I'm trying not to hit that. So let's see how well this works. Yeah, see, these guys are trying to scam people as they're traveling, so I don't really like these guys too much of this opening. I've seen it before, this particular one, but oh, there's an arrow! Where did that arrow come from? The enemy that'll be showing up on the screen very soon, it's pronounced Almaja. Amalja? Yeah. And that's one of the what's called beast tribes in the game. But I'll cover more of all this later. You'll find out more about all this later as we go through the game. So you'll be able to find out all of that, and you'll learn everything else that there is and whatnot. So, and it's all covered along the story quests too. So you learn about each of the beast tribes with the story quests as they go on and everything. Yes, you're an old-timer. Of course it's not good for your heart. The story. So you do see them later as you progress in the story. And they're a race that's called Elezan. Pretty much elves. I won't say they're like elves but different. So that way nobody who's really hardcore Final Fantasy fans don't get mad at me. They're like elves but different. Don't mind. If you can hear my sniffling nose, don't mind that. I'm just a little sick as I'm recording this. Okay, now this is what he asks is, what attracted you to adventuring? And there's several different choices. You can either choose not to answer. You can choose to amass a fortune, to win glory, to gain power. Each one gives you a different response from him. So for this one, we're gonna go. I'm just gonna click, to stay silent. now this is where you can either choose to say yes, it's your first trip someplace, or no, it's not, depending on your location. Excuse me. So he's asking pretty much, is this your first trip to Ul'dah, which is one of the 3 major cities. So for the benefit of the video, we're going to go ahead and click yes, it is my first trip, and then we're going to have a cutscene, so I'm going to go ahead and be quiet so you guys can actually hear what is being said in the cutscene. Okay, well, I wasn't lying. There is a cutscene somewhere in here. It's just taking a while for it to come up. I forgot that there was a lot of chat. These factions are long fought over power, throwing their weight, the wealth against each other, and they show no signs of stopping. Of course, the lizard men, that's the Almaja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. Alrighty, so we're getting close to that cutscene I mentioned. It's been quite some time since I've made a character, so do forgive me. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need breed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. And now, the cutscene.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance, her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
Okay, now that was a little bit of a cinematic there for you. So I do hope that you enjoyed that. Now we're getting close to where you're actually going to be able to take control of your character and learn some pretty much basic gameplay as well. So he gives you a nice little item there that you can wear and everything. So now for Lalafell, I made her very short.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Okay, like I completely forgot about that word. But for Lalafell, I made her short. So if she stands next to other average-sized Lalafell, she's gonna be short. Only because she's so much cuter. But that was pretty much the opening for Final Fantasy XIV. And now we're going to go actually into being able to control your character. Unfortunately, this particular opening video is going to be a little bit short. As I'm sure you'll be able to see and everything. So, once it allows me to control my character here, we should be all set. And the next one will pretty much cover, we'll go ahead and start getting into the game, doing the quests and everything. So, Susan allows me to. we'll call it an end, and you'll be able to see so much more of what goes on with the next video. I like a lot of how they have people talk in this one. So this is a guy that you'll continually come across as you quest in the game. So, show the carriage by any chance? How can I tell? Now I'm thinking this guy's name is pronounced Wymond. I'm probably very wrong, but I'm thinking it's pronounced Wymond. I'll have to ask, but I think that's how it's pronounced. And he's going to tell you about the city and everything, where's, what's what and everything. But that is a quest item. Welcome to Uda, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Now, I'm on a mouse and keyboard, so that is what I'm going to be using. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. Alright, now I've already done all this, so we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. Now, these are just basic controls for how to move, WASD, you can use your mouse, jump, spacebar. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to leave it at this. So this is going to be Little Miss Kupuru. So we're going to say bye-bye for now. And then we will be back later with many more videos. So we do hope that you enjoyed at least the opening section for Final Fantasy XIV. And then we'll have start up on the quest lines when we come back. So until next time.